Yeah, good day wherever you are watching us from, and you're welcome to the Friday's edition of your favorite sports program, Sport Reel on OGTV, the People's Telly. Today's program promises to be fun. We start with the review of past events, majorly in the world of football. I'm talking about events that have shaped, the world of sports, generally. And we start with our first segment in which we have look at the papers. But let me tell you that today's program we actually take a new turn. We have two guests with me in the studio. So I'm going to start with them before we now start with the first part and the second part of the program. I have the Ogun State Football Referee Council, and we have Mr. Obayemi Olatunbosun, who is the chairman of the Ogun State Football Referee Council, and also Mr. Olatunde Tijani. I am Moses Ojewumi, your anchor on today's program. Welcome, the chairman, Ogun State Football Referee Council.
Welcome, Moses. Thank you.
And also the publicity secretary, Ogun State Football Referee Council. Yeah, I'm aware that you had your election recently, and now we have a new ESCO, of course, led by you, and you are also part of that body. So quickly, I just want to ask you, what are the innovations, what are the plans, what are the things we are likely to see as far as officiating is concerned in Ogun State?
Well, thank you, Moses. We had our election on the 18th of this month, which by the grace of God, I happen to be the winner. On officiating, Ogun State has been one of the most well-to-do with council in Nigeria. When we talk of officiating, we are at the peak. Then we are going to maintain the integrity by being in that position. The past administration, they've tried. They've done a lot of work to maintain the standard. And I believe with what they have done, we are going to build more on that to make sure that we maintain the status.
Okay. The publicity secretary, what's your take? What are we likely to?
Just like the chairman has said, we have quite a lot of referees in Ogun State. And one of the things we will be doing more is training and retraining, because the loss of the game is our own Bible.
Yeah.
And we take everything, the knowledge, application, the practical that we do on the field of play from that loss of the game. So we are going to continue to train the referees in Ogun State in order to make them better and to be able to allow them apply the loss of the game correctly on the field of play. Also, by way of extension to the public, we'll be doing more by attracting younger referees, even from the state, across the state, to ensure that they are part of us. Because a lot of people have passion for football. Like me, for instance, when I joined Football Referees Council, I was not, I can't play ball very well, but I love the game. So, people like that can also join the arbitration of the game by being a referee, so that they can also contribute their quota and express their passion of the game by being in this. So, it does not leave anyone out. So we want to try to attract the young ones so that by the time they are being promoted, we'll have a lot of FIFA referees in Ogun State.
Okay, of course, the next question is about poor officiating. We know that poor officiating is the bane, of our league, Nigerian Professional Football League, the Nigeria National League. Now that we have new ESCO, how will you ensure, that poor officiating is minimized, really?
Well, when we talk of how do we define poor officiating? If you look at, there are some a lot of things that generates what you call poor officiating. One, if there are effective security. One, there won't be anything like poor officiating. And at times, when you look at referees, majority of our fans, they believe they know more about the loss of the game.
About the loss of the game.
Then ask some of them, how many losses do we have in the game that we call football? They don't know. Then when we now apply some things, they will say, what is he doing? Why is he like that? But because they don't know, they believe the referee is partial or is not that effective. in his duty. No, no, there are a lot of circumstances that warrant refereeing probably misbehaving on the field of play. But as far as I'm concerned, no. When you see some referees, they are at the top of their game. You understand? But majority of people don't understand. They will say, "Is bias? Is this? Is no." Ordinarily, so far I'm not a killjoy. How will I go and spoil a game? You understand? No, it is never done, and I don't believe we have bad referees in Ogun State. I will never succumb to that.
Okay, but I know, especially in Europe, and other continents, we have the goal line technology that has been able to help officiating to an extent. We now have the video assistant referees, and the question is, where are we? Nigeria, Africa at large. When are we likely to see these innovations?
Well, in terms of application of the video, the goal line technology.
The goal line technology.
In Africa, we are a little bit behind in terms of infrastructure and technology. So we are not at par with these advanced countries, in Europe, in America, even Asia. So we are lagging far behind. But that does not mean that when these technologies are deployed, because we don't have local referees. You can be appointed from Ogun State to go and officiate a match in Europe. So when the technology is there and you are given, there is training that will have been done before that. And even some of us have been using it, making use of this. Because when referees are trained, they are not trained only based on theory. You are trained based on the equipment that you will also use in officiating. So we will implore the policymakers, government, and football stakeholders, to bring this thing to bear. And that maybe we'll start first with CAF. So if CAF can, implement, I don't know, maybe the chairman has information regarding that. So if we can start at the CAF level, it will now come to the federation level at the countries, and then it goes down to each state. So we can have the application of this goal line technology. But of course, it involves a lot of money. We must be ready to spend the money to enjoy that technology. Okay,
lastly now, let me ask the chairman. You are the newly elected chairman now. Yeah. So what's your message, to football fans, succinctly now?
Well, like I said earlier, that Ogun State is one of the most leading council when we talk of refereeing in Nigeria. And I said earlier that we are going to maintain that. And on the coming season, you will see more of Ogun State referees at the peak, both at the local level and at the Premier League level. And we are going to do more to see how we project our younger referees, so that in the nearest future probably we'll have a FIFA referee in Ogun State.
Okay, in the nearest future, probably we have a young referee, or an international acclaimed referee in Ogun State, according to Chairman Ogun State Football Referee Council, Mr. Obayemi Olatubosun. Yes, we'll now go on a short break. When we come back, Michael Emiavan is here with me. We'll be taking you into the ever beautiful world of sports. Stay with us.